Hey everyone, while I'm driving, I just wanted to, just share some thoughts I have about what apparently is coming, with, what they call the Great Awakening. And, I know I've been speaking a lot about what's going on in the government and stuff like that, but, I feel like it really affects us, not only spiritually, but, just how we live our lives. People have controlled us, through government, whether it's, the IRS or whatever it is. We've been spied on, with the CIA, through Facebook and stuff like that. And you know what? On the surface, it sounds like, a whole conspiracy theory kind of thing. But this is what apparently this whole awakening process in this movement is. It's to awaken you to the fact that the government has kept stuff from you, and the truth has been withheld from us about, apparently what's really going on, not only with the assassination of JFK, but also with 9/11. I mean, how many other things have been hidden from us that we don't know about? And I know I had touched on the topic of, the Vatican having all these lost books, apparently, of the Bible. And basically this is what I'm really focusing on in this video, is exactly that. This whole awakening thing, with, the whole Q movement. I've read this morning that from somebody, in these different posts that, the cabal has been taken care of, cabal or deep state. All the evil in the government has been taken care of. It's been mopped clean. Right now is the awakening process. And apparently what's going to be shown is the junk that we have all been dealt with, the lies of the mainstream media, not reporting the accurate truth, but just reporting the whims of the deep state. And they are all in bed with the pedophiles and stuff like that. They're all a part of the crimes against humanity, killing of children, abusing them, and such like that. So if it is true that the white hats are in control, then that means they're going to start the whole awakening process, which means they can't reveal everything all at once, because from what I've read, if that happens, then a lot of people will lose their minds. They'll go crazy, there'll be panic and stuff like that. So it's like that movie The Princess Bride, where I guess the main character, I don't know what the guy's name was, but he was in, I haven't watched that movie in a long time, but it's the dude that Carrie Elways plays. Well, he was sitting at the table with the bald-headed guy. I don't remember the names. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. It's the dude that says, "Inconceivable." So I don't know if he was trying to get information from this guy, and in order to do so, one of the glasses had poison in it, and so he had to drink it. Well, the guy that was apparently intelligent used his wits and was tricking the guy, Carrie Elway's character, and And so he tricked him into drinking the poison. And, or what was it? I think Carrie always put poison in both glasses. And so he tricked, the very highly intelligent guy. I think that's how it went. And both of them drank the poison. And the guy, the bald-headed guy thought, oh, I got the better of him. And then he fell down and died. Well, why didn't Carrie always die if both of them had poison in it? Well, it's because he took little bits of poison through the ears so that he would be able to sustain such an incident like this. So he wasn't affected because his body became immune to the poison. So likewise, the white hats have to give us little information at a time in order to awaken us to what's really going on. Because there are a lot of people out there that had voted for Biden and they didn't have a clue. They have so much hate for Trump that they're willing, and they were poisoned by the mainstream media, in which that's why they hate him. So apparently these people are going to waken up to the truth, and they're going to realize exactly what they have voted for. And Biden is showing them exactly that. So I guess slowly people are going to start seeing exactly what they had voted for. Now, I had said in a video before this one about the MED beds and how I have read that Biden has been executed, and the guy that's playing him now is, I would assume, a white hat actor. And so he's working, I believe, along with the white hats to red pill everyone that had voted for Biden. So basically, with me saying all this is that I want to express, my concern with the whole fact of, the information that is apparently going to come out to awaken people. And I read that it's going to cause a lot of people, grief or whatever. So I don't know, but I want to state this, that I have a relationship with Jesus. I love Jesus. He has led me into so many things. He has led me to write the books that I have. I know he exists, and I know that Jesus had resurrected from the dead, and we have evidence proving that. The Gospels are reliable. The Bible is reliable, the books that we have now. So the books that apparently the Vatican have that kept it from us, they either there'll be books that will show more of who God is, or it could be a coming deception to where it will try to deceive the elect. It could try to deceive Christians into thinking, we need to look beyond God and accept everything that we see. So if that is the case, I will not go along with it. I cling tightly to God. I believe the Bible that we have is inerrant. It was led, according to Hebrews, I believe, chapter 1, that the writers of the Bible were moved by the Spirit of God to write the contents that are in it. And if it's moved by God, then that means that it is life-giving and it brings life to all of us. And it shows the character of Jesus. It showed what Jesus had done. And so it is not something that is to be dismissed. It is not something that's to be thrown away and to accept an alien agenda. That is something that I will not agree with. I don't care what any lost books that they say of the Bible, I know for a fact for the longest time, people haven't accepted the Book of Enoch because it's not what they were used to. It has not been in apparently the King James Version of the Bible. So, a lot of people would have a hard time accepting that. And so I have looked into the Book of Enoch. I know people that have done so as well, and it only proves further what we have currently in the Bible. It was cited by Jude, and I believe Jesus cited it. So if they have cited it, they recognize it as truth. And you can see for yourself the whole Book of Enoch. You can hear it on YouTube, and you can check the contents online. So I just wanted to state that, if there are lost books of the scriptures, it could either show God's character more, or the books could be like the Gospel of Thomas and such like that, and anybody would be willing to believe that garbage. And so that is just something that concerns me, that I don't know what lost books are in there, but I can guarantee you I am not throwing off God. And it, like I said, it says in Scripture that by Jesus, that the elect will be deceived, if that is even possible. So I know that we have been looking for the Antichrist to make an appearance. And of course, there have been different Antichrists in the world. But I believe that what was spoken about the Antichrist is true. He was stated in Daniel. He was stated in Revelation. It was stated in the epistles by Paul. And so you can read them for yourself. And you need to cling on to the words of the Bible more than anything. That is the ultimate basis of truth. And we know it is true because Jesus resurrected. We know that the Bible is true because everything that Jesus had said had happened. Especially with the destruction of Jerusalem in AD 70. So I hold the Bible as the utmost and the highest form of truth that there is. So that is just something, no matter where this whole Great Awakening thing will take you, I don't know if these people are going to be so eager to accept aliens or whatever it is. I mean, there are a lot of people that would just go for anything. But you need to have discernment. It is a time where we really need to hear God's voice and to be guided only by Him. And if we're guided by Him only, then, I can't see how we can go wrong. But I do know that it said in the last days, it says that anyone who kills you will think they're doing a service for God. So it is just pure speculation. I don't know if this movement is going to turn into something in which they will willingly accept the Antichrist. I don't know. I know I stated in another video about Micah chapter 4 where, I don't know if it's talking about what's coming now, where they'll put their spears in the pruning hooks, they'll put their swords away, and nation will not rise up against nation. So that's a time of peace. I don't know if that's speaking about when Jesus physically reigns on earth or now. But the words of Jesus regarding the Antichrist have yet to be fulfilled. So I don't know. I mean, I believe that everything that is spoken by Jesus has to be fulfilled. I stated yesterday, in my other video, that I wasn't sure if, the whole Antichrist in person had been taken care of into where, he's not going to show now. Well, if he did show, he's been taken care of, so, we wouldn't have to worry about the mark or anything like that. But my question is the contents that are in Scripture, will they be fulfilled anyways? Being that, when somebody is giving a prophetic word, it is something that has yet to come to pass. So Jesus was speaking about the Antichrist. So it is possible that through this whole movement, that it could lead to a great deception in which they will readily accept the Antichrist and kill anybody who comes against this kind of movement, because you're coming against what they think is peaceful and such like that, and they would kill you thinking that they're doing a service for God. And it kind of makes sense in some ways where Paul said they'll accept it. I guess this is so many words in my own words, that they'll deny the power of godliness. They'll have a form of godliness but deny its power. So that could make more sense. So, these are just the different things I'm thinking about. And, maybe you have some thoughts regarding it. Feel free to post it if you watch this. But I want to be on alert. I mean, I'm all for the deep state being taken care of, because these people are truly evil, trafficking kids and trafficking people and just bringing a lot of wounding. But I'm still reserved about the whole medbeds thing. I want to believe it's true, but I also have doubts regarding, what's going to happen with them. I know I shared that link about this, I guess it's Jared Rand, who was giving information regarding it. But how do I know? I don't know this person. I don't know if he has a nefarious agenda. I don't know if you would get into these med beds and your DNA is changed to where you become irredeemable to God, where in so many subtle ways that you have taken a mark, the mark that's in the Scriptures. I mean, I know it says in Scripture that without the mark you won't be able to buy or sell, but it comes down to the fact that you have to be willing to deny Jesus and to accept the Antichrist. So I believe you're given a choice in that. So I don't know. With this whole vaccine thing, it's not a vaccine against COVID. It is more or less to change your DNA, and you can look that information up yourself. It's in that whole mRNA issue. You can look up that information yourself, but I'm reserved about it. I want to wholeheartedly believe about the whole medbed thing. I would like to get in that thing myself, and I don't know if I would want to become younger in appearance, but I do know that, one of them deals, the celestial chamber, it deals with the whole weight aspect. You can shed weight. You can fix anything that is wrong in your body. If you're missing a limb, it'll grow back a limb. I mean, if you have a disease, it'll take care of it. If you have diabetes, it takes care of it. Dementia, Alzheimer's, anything that, cancer, it'll eradicate all of that. And, that to me sounds great. But also, I know firsthand that God can also heal. You know, I've seen it myself where God brought healing to a woman with diabetes. I've heard that God brought healing to somebody with Down syndrome and their Down syndrome was taken away. God can do all that thing. So we need to watch, you know, we must always remember what Jesus can do, that he can heal. He can heal somebody and they won't even need a med bed. So we always need to remember exactly what Jesus can do. But, you know, like I said, I'm in reserved about it. I don't know. I have my doubts because we're so used to people who are not trustworthy. We're used to being lied to. And, you know, with the white hats, you know, red pilling people, you know, they're going to see how they've been lied to. So I don't know, really, with the whole med bed aspect. Like I said, I really want to believe it's true, but, you know, I don't know if there's any evil intent behind it. I don't know if it's controlled by aliens, and it sounds crazy to think that. I mean, I always thought that the aliens were like demons, because I mean, as far as I've read in scripture, there's nothing stated about aliens. There's nothing stated that there's life on other planets in the Bible. It just stated that about the earth only, that the whole earth is the Lord's and everything in it. So, I mean, that could be deception in itself. So, really, like I said, the ultimate truth we need to really hold on to more than anything is God and what is stated in Scripture. And like I said, this information that's come out can only, you know, show a bigger picture of who God is, or it can deceive people. So I'm going to end this video here, and hopefully I've given you something to think about. If you have any thoughts or anything, leave them below. I'm going to be sharing more videos as time goes on. And most likely with this whole EBS thing that's supposed to come out, who knows when that will be, but apparently there's going to be 10 days of darkness, so I don't know how long it'll take. I know that they're going to turn off the power and communication in order to switch on control to, I believe it's the Space Force. That's why we've had so many Starlink satellites go up, is for the white hats to take full control over the media and the radio and such like that, so that they can share exactly what has been going on, that we would see, from what I've read, military tribunals on the TV. And I was also told that you need to download the Signal app. Go to its website, download that,